What's up, fans and fight fans? It's your boy JB, Trap House Boxing, and you already know what I'm here to discuss today. I wanted to talk about this Bernard Hopkins versus Joe Smith fight. For those who don't know, this is Bernard Hopkins' last dance, or was, and Bernard Hopkins is 51 years old. And he was fighting against a little young, hungry lion, 27-year-old Joe Smith Jr. It's kind of emotional, you know, kind of emotional bout for me because, Bernard Hopkins is one of my favorite fighters of all time. And, kind of hate to see him go out like that. But anyway, shout out to Bernard Hopkins for trying to finish out, strong. But anyway, let's get straight to the chase. Bernard Hopkins got knocked out of the ring. It was the 8th round, 7th or the 8th round. Well, anyway, it was the beginning of the second half of the fight. And Bernard says that Joe pushed him out of the ring. But, I am a fair guy. And I tell the truth, I tell it like it is, no matter if you one of my favorite fighters, my favorite fighter, or even if you ain't my favorite fighter. I give credit when credit is due. And I'm not going to take away no credit from Joe Smith because he did knock Bernard Hopkins out of the ring, legally. He didn't push him. He didn't do anything to that nature. He knocked him out of the ring. And I understand Bernard, he wants to be a little bit of a sore loser, sort of say. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but he didn't put you out the ring, B-Hop. And, I love you to death. But, the younger guy, he got the best of you tonight. Even though I did see the fight kind of, transforming a little bit. But we'll never know because it didn't go the distance. We didn't go to full 12. But I thought Joe did pretty good. I think he needs some more work. Like far as using his jab, cutting the ring off properly. Basically he followed Bernard Hopkins around for 7, 8 rounds until he caught up with him. And you can tell Bernard Hopkins is 51 years old. You seen it tonight. He was catching Joe with some good shots, some decent little shots, enough to keep him a little honest. But it wasn't enough to keep him away, to keep Joe up off of him. And I'm glad that Bernard Hopkins decided not to go back into the ring. He made that commitment not to come back for various reasons. And I just rather see him hear him from the sideline, But I don't know, man. It's just one thing before I go that be bothering me just to hear Jim Lampley. Some of the shit he be saying. Like it was the earlier fight. I forgot the dude's name. It was the first fight. But Jim Lampley goes on and says, South African fighters, something about their style. And basically trying to say that it's awkward and it's boring. He was saying that in in the diplomatic manner. And he just always saying some stupid shit. Like, I don't know. And then another thing that disgusts me is like Harold Letterman, his scoring. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Harold Letterman looks for one type of style: aggressive, come forward, busy. That's it. Anything out, he don't really want to see no boxing. He want to see brawls, exchange, reckless abandonment, and I mean that's just it. That's his style. That's his way of scoring fights, And they need to get them two out of there for real, you know. And then he always likes to. I know he likes to piggyback off of what Roy says a lot, you know. And it goes back to what I be saying again. Mac's been doing pretty good, and staying in his lane. He knows how far to go and what to say because he's never been in there. But Jim is just like, dude, anybody can get paid to do what the fuck you do. You ain't doing shit. You just riding the wave. That's all you doing, Jim Lampley. But shout out to Bernard Hopkins. His last bout, and shout out to Joe Smith Jr. Give him all the credit. He did what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to move on. Well, yeah, he's gonna move on, and I kind of want to know what's next for Joe. Roy said some pretty interesting things. They shouldn't rush him into, up in the ranks anymore because he's still on the lower level. You can see it. He got work to do. Even though he got from far and Bernard Hopkins on his resume. But, yeah, he's going to need to definitely do some more work, man. Definitely do some more work. Joe don't really move his head that much. It's a lot of little things, but he's an exciting fighter. He's going to drop bombs the whole fight. I kind of want to see him in there against Sullivan Barrera. I think that'd be cool. And you guys tell me, do y'all think, do y'all not think Ward would even look at Joe Smith Jr.? Maybe he probably wouldn't because of the money. And two, probably nobody really probably would want to really watch it. Or maybe, who knows? Maybe he just might want to take a light touch and give Kovalev a rematch after that. I don't know. You guys tell me what y'all think. Leave your thoughts and comments at the bottom. And man, subscribe to this damn channel, man. Shit. Y'all know I'm spitting that real. It's your boy JB, Trap House Boxing. Please subscribe to my channel. And I'ma holler at y'all. I'm out.